stop himself falling, but it was a good catch by Craig Meredith. Big, young, promising lad. Ken Robbins got hold of it quite well, one of the best hits on the offside so far, but Craig Meredith takes it very well, knee high. And that's Ken Robbins out. Now this is a key ball from Richards to Gerald Murphy, but he won't go for it. St Michael's hanging on, 2 men left. Gerald Murphy hits well, strikes it very well. Mike Fleming's going for the catch. It's a good catch. He made a lot of ground, Mike Fleming, the former rugby fullback, and he made that one look easy. Made a lot of ground to his left. Well, Gerald Murphy hit the ball, no problem there. It was a good strike. And Mike Fleming had to go 20 yards or so to his left, and he made it look easy.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
So Michael's 32 for 10, just the captain, Kevin Collins, left. So Kevin Collins, the captain, the last man there for St Michael's. And again, the bad ball from David Richards, giving the extras away. So it's one good gone. David Richards to Kevin Collins. That's a good stroke, but the field is there. I don't think he'll make 4. Wayne Matthews fields. The throw's got to go right the way to the backstop. It goes to David Richards, now to Bernard G. Now it's down, and Kevin Collins did well. He made 3 runs out of that, and that's all out. The St Michael's first innings ended at 37, but what a good recovery after losing 8 men early on. Here's the opening bat of Kyra, Martin Richards. 3 caps for Wales, and the bowler, Paul Maniot. Nice little touch, but out! Out caught! And it was David Camfield, close into the bat. A little touch by Martin Richards, and David Camfield, the tall youngster, picked that one up. Well, it seemed a nice little touch, but David Camfield was stood there just for that stroke. Paul Maniot, 1 man out already. To Mike Fleming. No. Mike Fleming, Akira receiving and hitting high. And could this be another one? Oh no, just over Richard Collins. In fact, he slips down, and Mike Fleming, well, I thought might have picked up a third, but he recovered there, Richard Collins. But 2 runs to Mike Fleming. A little bit lucky that for Mike. No, it is a really odd stance of Bernard G, as far as the hands are concerned. I must admit, I've never noticed the stance before of Bernard G. With the left hand over the top. And he hits that rather awkwardly. A little bit lucky to get away with it, I think.
1 run.
That's the Kyra backstop, who hurt his knuckles quite badly in the week. And Kyra 4 for 1 first innings. Here's the young gingerhead Welsh international Glyn Owen. Good footballer, this lad. Pretty useful tempter by Paul Maniot. Paul Maniot, quite a big fella in this bowling box, to Glyn Owen, who hits strongly and beats the field. He's beaten Tony Murphy, and the flying Owen could possibly get a 4th run here. Yes, he has. That's 4 runs to Glyn Owen. Tony Murphy couldn't reach it in time, and that's a very useful one. That's Glyn Owen smacking that one pretty hard.
They're settling down nicely now, aren't they?
Yes, Kyra's game at the moment, Frank. It's Craig Meredith touching it away. Well, couldn't quite pick it in, and
1 run.
he made the run. Now, Craig Meredith a little bit fortunate. Same sort of shot that Martin Richards fell for.
Extra.
Interested, Howard, talking just before the game began there to Ted Peterson. He was saying that the previous cups were the Sunday Dispatch Cup and the Empire News. Now, they're two names from the past, aren't they, yeah?
Yeah, it's too old for me, Frank.
Ah, come on. The Empire News, I remember that.
Chris Devlin knocks it down. Yes, indeed, that was
1 run.
a good one. And that's the Welsh captain, Tony Murphy, who received that ball. But a single to Chris Duffin. Well, Kyra, I suppose, really a new name in Premier Baseball in the last dozen years or so. Captain David Richards, their first international, in fact, from the club. What a good shot, David Richards, the man for the occasion. If it was soccer or baseball, I think you'd pick this lad first. He'll give you 100% all the time, David Richards. What a good footballer he is, and what a good shot that was at baseball. 4 runs. Here's a good young baseballer, Stephen Smith, the first base of Kyra, former Tralee player.
Give your foot back, please.
Stephen Smith receives, and he's knocked it up, not very well. Could be a catch for Kevin Collins. Just makes it. Did well to make it in the end. Caught it on his knees. It was a very hesitant shot by Steve Smith. He poked at it. It went up. Funnily enough, no one really quite looked like getting to it, but the captain, Kevin Collins, made a good bit of ground, and that's 2 safe hands there to make the catch.
Isn't it nice, Howard, as well, without any disrespect to Llanrumney, to see somebody else in the final?
Yes, it is. And nice to see a Cardiff-Newport final.
It's got to be good for the game, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. St Michael's up and come inside. Wayne Matthews has struck this very well. Richard Collins feels this one, though. Good shot, 1 run.
1 run.
Dennis Logue, who appeared with Grange Albion in the second final of 1974. And he came on as a substitute. The only man to wear glasses in this game. And he's knocked it down, and he's got away with it. Safe run for Dennis Logue. And that ends the first
1 run.
round for Kyra. Kyra 19 for 2. Paul Maniot, big fella, rugby player. Hit hard by Mike Fleming. It's away from Richard Collins. It's well away. And Mike Fleming still keeps himself pretty fit. Been a former captain of the club, and he gets 4 very good, very useful runs. Experienced player there. The ball away in the street, retrieved as Richard Collins comes back through the crowd. Now this was well struck, good timing. A lot of force, but good timing by Mike Fleming, who puts the ball straight back past us into the street. Bernard G with his strange style. Oh, how he got away with that, I don't know. Or did he?
1 run.
Was he out? No, he wasn't. 1 run. Glyn Owen striking at. Oh, Paul Maniot brought that one down, and if he had have done, Owen would have gone.
1 run.
It wasn't the cleverest of shots. Craig Meredith batting now, won the Promising Player Award last year by the Welsh Baseball Union. He struck this one down. Not the greatest of shots again, but a safe single for him.
1 run.
To Richard Collins. Chris Duffin won the Youth Player Award in 1981. He's come well as a senior. And another single to Kyra.
1 run.
Here's one batsman, David Richards, who will look around, can hit it leg off, Where's he going to hit this? Oh, a good shot. That was a superb shot by David Richards. That really was. Pulling it from just off his chin, and 4 runs without a shadow of doubt. What a player for the big game, David Richards. 2 fours in 2 rounds. If you miss this sort of ball, you're in trouble, and he really gave it a crack.
And if he'd have brought it around a little bit further, it would have ended up in that famous stream at the back. We used to bring a dog with us, you know, when we used to play Howard, and the dog was trained to go in and get the ball. He was the best player we had after, actually.
Paul Brenchley receives. Oh, it's a nice shot. It's between the 2 fielders. And he sneaked a little second, and he sneaked a very useful second run. He's a little whippet round the bases. So Paul Marriott to Wayne Matthews. Oh, he took a low ball there, but he got away with it. And a safe single. Dennis Logue has been a useful baseballer indeed. He hits this one well. Is it a man there? He's got to go back for it. Mike James can't catch it. It's Dennis Logue flying away. Oh, 3, will he get home? Yes, he will. Oh, will he get home? Yes, he does, in fact. Throw didn't quite make it. And Dennis Logue picks up yet another 4 for Kyra. Well, it was close to Mike James, just over his head. Mike Fleming receives, knocks it down. Kevin Collins, can he be out at 1? He's out at 1! Good pick up by the left-handed Kevin Collins, but he threw it with his right hand, in fact. And though Kevin's a left-hander, that was a right-hand pick-up and throw. Mike Fleming looked safe when he knocked it down, but it was smart fielding. And Gerard Murphy right in the right place. Touched the base, and Mike Fleming knew it was gone. Bernard G pulls it down, beats the close field, and a single to Tony Murphy.
1 run.
Lynn Owen about to have a big shot, and just off the bat. An appeal for off the shoulder, I think, but it just came off the bat. And Owen was away for 3 runs.
3 run.
Craig Meredith, what a big strong fellow this is, and he does look a very useful player. Marriott to Meredith, again that funny knocked down, a little bit lucky to get away with it. He's played 3 shots in that direction.
The ice cream men doing a roaring trade today, as you can imagine. Long queues at the mobile ice cream stalls here. Everyone in a good frame of mind.
Christoffin nudges it away. Another safe single. They're building a good total, Kyra.
1 run.
Paul Marriott, who can't really get through to this side. And oh, that's a good one, because David Richards went a shot that he hit for 4 last year, last round, and he missed this time. Well, he gave him the ball he wanted, I think, but David Richards missed that one. But good take by Paul Canham. Look at the take there. That's not easy. Very good bit of taking by Paul Canham. There's the young lad